There comes a point in life where you find yourself waiting for something to change, waiting for someone to show up, waiting for the right moment to finally begin. You sit there watching others move forward, wondering when your turn will come. You tell yourself, maybe tomorrow I'll start. Maybe next week things will be different. And slowly, without even realizing it, days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months. Nothing changes. Not because you are incapable, but because you are waiting. You build this idea in your mind that someone will come and guide you. Someone will motivate you when you feel low. Someone will give you the exact plan you need. Someone will push you when you feel stuck. You imagine a mentor, a friend, a miracle moment that will suddenly make everything clear. You believe that one day everything will just fall into place. But here's the truth that most people avoid. No one is coming. There is no perfect moment waiting for you. There is no magical person who will appear and fix your life. There is only you. And the choices you make every single day, and that realization, it's not easy. It hits hard. Because it forces you to face yourself. It forces you to look in the mirror and understand that the only person responsible for your life is staring right back at you. The person you've been waiting for, the hero you've been hoping for, has been there all along. It's you. The moment you accept this truth, something begins to shift. You stop looking around for help, and you start looking within. You stop waiting for motivation, and you start creating it. You stop depending on others, and you start trusting yourself. That's where real change begins. Not when everything is perfect, not when you feel ready, but when you decide to take responsibility. It starts small. It always does. One decision, one step. Maybe it's waking up a little earlier. Maybe it's finally starting that thing you've been putting off for so long. Maybe it's choosing discipline over comfort, action over excuses. It won't feel big at first. In fact, it might feel insignificant. But that's how every transformation begins. With a small step that most people ignore. As you move forward, you will face resistance. Your mind will try to pull you back into your comfort zone. It will remind you of your fears, your past failures, your doubts. It will tell you that it's too hard, that you're not ready, that you should wait a little longer. And sometimes you might listen. Sometimes you might stumble. You might fall. But that's part of the process. Falling doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're trying. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple. They keep going, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's slow, even when no one is watching. They understand that progress isn't about perfection. It's about consistency, showing up again and again, even on the days when you don't feel like it. And slowly, something powerful starts to happen. You begin to change. Not overnight, not in a dramatic way, but gradually. You become stronger. Your mindset shifts. The things that once felt impossible start to feel manageable. The doubts that once controlled you begin to fade. You start believing in yourself, not because someone told you to, but because you've proven it through your actions. You no longer see obstacles as reasons to stop. You see them as challenges to overcome. You no longer wait for opportunities. You create them. You no longer need someone to push you because you've learned how to push yourself. That's the moment you realize you're not the same person anymore. The person who once sat and waited is gone. In their place is someone who takes action, someone who moves forward no matter what. And that version of you, that's the person who builds a different life. As you continue this journey, you start noticing changes around you. Doors begin to open. Opportunities appear. Not because of luck, not because someone handed them to you, but because you put yourself in motion. Because you stopped waiting and started doing, because you took control. And one day you pause for a moment and look back. You see how far you've come? You remember the days when you doubted yourself, when you waited for someone to save you, and you realized something powerful. No one came. And yet here you are, stronger, better, moving forward. You didn't need saving. You needed action. That's the lesson most people never learn. They spend their lives waiting, hoping, depending. But the truth is simple. Your life changes the moment you decide to take control. The moment you stop making excuses. The moment you stop waiting. So if you're sitting there right now, waiting for a sign, waiting for motivation, waiting for the right time, this is it. This is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now, stand up. Take that first step. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be real. Because every step you take brings you closer to the life you want. No one is coming to save you. And that's not a bad thing. That's your power. Because it means you don't have to wait for anyone. It means you have everything you need to start, so start now.